From Los Angeles to a worldwide audience, this is Boaz Power TV, where we take your life to the next level. Now, internationally known speaker and author, here's Boaz.
Hi, welcome to the Power Show. You are part of the Power Nation, and I'm so glad you're here. Because here we help you improve your attitude, your relationships, your finances, and your career. And when people ask you, how's business, how's life? Why not take your life to the next level by explaining with enthusiasm, unbelievable. Nobody will know what you're up to, but they'll think you're doing great when you say unbelievable to how's everything. This is episode number 195 on Boaz Power TV. And I call this one When No Should Be Yes. By the time children reach the age of 5, most have heard the word no thousands of times. No, don't touch that. No, don't do that. No, don't say that. Or they hear just a plain no when they ask the same thing for the umpteenth time. Now, this mental programming has a lasting and not so positive effect as children grow into adulthood. But how could things be done differently? Well, until babies can truly understand words, perhaps the appropriate action to take is simply to divert their attention. When they do something that could be harmful to them, why not physically move them and redirect their attention? Then, when they begin to understand words, how about asking questions instead of yelling commands? No? That's exactly what a single father did as his son was growing up. The young man eventually got excellent grades in high school and got a scholarship to the Air Force Academy. He went on to have a brilliant military career. The father was asked about the techniques he used in raising his son. Why did he become so successful? His answer was so simple. I simply gave him choices instead of ordering him around. We all like to have choices, don't we? It allows our self-image to choose, to have control, to grow. The father related the following, quote, when Johnny began to understand words, I started giving him choices. By watching him and asking him questions, I figured out the things he liked to do, such as riding his tricycle when he was small. When he didn't feel like eating something that was healthy for him, I simply pointed out that he could do whatever he wanted. However, if he ate the healthy food, I suggested that he could ride his tricycle better than any kid on the block. I gave him choices all the time, the father related. He learned to make decisions from an early age. Isn't this great? I always embellished the wiser choice, which he didn't always pick. But I also pointed out the negative points about the bad choices. Many times he had to learn the hard way, but I respected and honored his abilities to make choices. What an amazing way to teach kids confidence rather than to program them for the word no so many times. It's no wonder that Johnny grew up to be such a confident and successful adult. He was respected for his ability to make decisions from an early age. Now, if you're the parent of a teenager, there's a lesson in respect that I'm reminded of that could be of further help when you're frustrated with the actions of your son or daughter. Let's say your teenager comes home past curfew time. What does the average parent do? The average parent gets angry in the late hours of the night and everybody goes to bed upset. In a moment like that, ask yourself the following question, if I may suggest. Would I rather have my son or daughter coming up the walkway at 1 in the morning, or would I rather see a highway patrolman coming up to my door? So, since you'd obviously much rather see your teenager, why not teach them a valuable lesson? Instead of getting angry, why not smile lovingly and say the following, I'm so glad you're home safe. I know that next time you'll respect our curfew. I love you. Have a good night. Ooh. Add to that statement a warm hug, and you've just scored big points with your child's self-image. When a teenager comes home late at night to anger and screaming, their subconscious mind says, this is not a safe place to come to. Maybe next time I'll stay out all night and go somewhere else. When your teenager comes home to the warm and loving scenario I described a moment ago, here's what I predict they will think. My gosh, I can't believe how loving my mom or dad was. I like coming home. I feel safe here. I will do better next time. I love my parents and appreciate that they treat me with love and respect. Dale Carnegie book, How to Win Friends and Influence People. In this book, the author states that we shouldn't order anyone around. This is a great book. I suggest read it many times over. He said that we shouldn't order anyone around. We would be much better off asking questions and letting people make decisions. According to Carnegie, people will stand up to fight for their own ideas much more than they will for ideas that are given to them by others. The bottom line of these ideas is this: ask a lot of questions. Ask a lot of questions. Give people choices. Watch out for other people's self-image. This is the core of their personality and should be treated with care. So the affirmation for this episode of Boaz Power TV, please write it down if you will. It's a self-image affirmation. I ask a lot of questions and let other people make their own decisions. I ask a lot of questions and let other people make their own decisions. Thank you for being with me. I want to ask you a question. Would you do me a favor? You like these messages? You find them beneficial? If you do, please forward this to 5 people you know. Suggest they go to my website, boazpower.com, and they can subscribe to the free weekly broadcast of Boaz Power TV. And perhaps we can get them to also ask more questions. You are special, you are unique, you are destined for greatness. I see it in you. You are a champion. Have a powerful day.
This has been Boaz Power TV. To comment, see other episodes, or to subscribe to this free broadcast, go to our blog at boazpower.com. That's boazpower.com. We're here to take your life to the next level.